Ooh, nice. 3.4 kilometers away. That is pretty sick. You can't lie, that's a good guess. What is going on, guys? It's Zigzag here, welcome back to another Geoguessr video. Today we are playing A Diverse Real World, which is meant to be a really tough map made by SaveTheSnail. We're going to be playing no moving, panning, or zooming, and just going for the highest score we can, and or just a good country streak as well. So let's get into it here. No moving, panning, or zooming. I'm thinking 30 seconds per round will probably be enough here. I could bump it up to 40, I reckon, just because I do want to be able to have a full thought process. So let's see if these ones are going to be as hard as they are meant to be. I've only played one seed, or two seeds of this one so far. So this one definitely reminded me more of Lesotho. We got these kind of Lesotho-shaped mountains. Could also be South Africa. But yeah, I would say maybe like southern. I mean, we were just practicing Lesotho, and it kind of looks like this national park around here. So, or like maybe on this road here. So let's see if I'm right about that. And okay, we're pretty close here, 51 kilometers away, so on the right side of the country. That is a good start. Let's see if we can continue that. So this one is interesting, dry. We got white road lines, so wasn't exactly expecting to see that. Probably going to be Canary Islands or something like that. Not really sure, actually. The fact that it's volcanic-looking soil would probably lead me there. If it wasn't there, I'd probably go like, I don't know, somewhere in North America, but yeah, the white road lines should probably lead us that direction. Also, could be Azores as well, so maybe it reminds me more of Azores. I don't know, it feels like it could be closer to the equator, so I think I will go out this direction here. Can't remember which islands have coverage. I know this one does, so I might just go in the center there. Let's see. And, oh wow, okay, this was Réunion, so indeed volcanic, and indeed closer to the equator, because you can see, yeah, definitely closer to the equator, but yeah, not a great score, so we'll continue on here. Next one, kind of white soil. Interesting looking kills here. So the question is like Romania, Turkey, Albania even possibly, but the white soil, probably more likely not to be Albania, kind of get a redder soil down there. So thinking Croatia, Slovenia, Turkey, maybe even Israel. It could be a really baity Israel. I don't even mind that, to be honest. Looking at these like blocks here, I don't really know. Romania as well, as I said at the start. These kind of hill shapes almost remind me more of Israel, but I don't know if I can commit to it. No, I think I will actually go like Montenegro here or something like that. Even though it's one I haven't mentioned, I think that would be a nice little hedge. Let's see where it ends up being. And okay, it was Albania. So I switched there at the last minute because I noticed that even though the road was like a whiter color, there was like on the side of the screen, you can go back and see, there was like some red dirt. So 4.1k is okay. Next one, yellow outside lines. This one should just be Israel, I assume, or West Bank. So I don't really know where I'd put it. Maybe more southern, but like not too southern. Maybe like near Jerusalem. So I'll just go there. And okay, that was nice. Near Jerusalem indeed, 4.8k. So without that bad round, we would have had a good score here. And this one, this one's all like dirt. So surely between like Cambodia and Brazil here, feeling like northern Brazil or like maybe like coastal Cambodia. Yeah, this is not easy. I think I prefer, I'm just trying to look at the trees, see if there's any clues in the trees. Doesn't really seem to be any clues in the trees. A little bit of flowers. Could also be Russia, now that I think of it. Could definitely be Russia. I think I prefer Cambodia, maybe. I don't know if that's silly. I feel like that kind of tree might be more Cambodian, so let's go there. Let's see. Where will it be? Okay, it was actually in America, so that was in Texas. Wow, did not expect right at the north of Texas for there, but that's part of the fun of the map. So yeah, I guess 13,900. I think it is my best score on this map so far, but certainly we can outdo that. So let's get back on here, and I think 40 seconds is a good time limit. Okay, so here we go. A little dog. We're on like a dirt road here. This kind of forest here is really interesting. Now, I'm pretty sure there's a forest like this on the like Argentinian border where you get these kind of trees. I feel like I remember like watching someone's video talking about that, but I can't exactly remember. But could that be where we are? I don't really see which direction. The clouds are kind of obscuring where the sun would be. Otherwise, like, I guess Colombia possible, maybe Chile, maybe Mexico. I guess Mexico is also possible here, but I think I like that, and I can't remember where it is, so I might just go like near Santiago here. Let's see. Oh no, indeed, this was Bhutan. Okay, so that was a really like dry looking Bhutan round. Got something in my eye. That was a really dry looking Bhutan round. So kind of surprised there. I guess we'll start again just because we got 0 points, but yeah, not fantastic. The country streak looking difficult here. Ooh, interesting. So rock wall. oceans over to our, I guess, to our west here, so that makes sense, yeah, so kind of westish. I was thinking like Macau or Hong Kong or something like that, perhaps. The sun seems to be to the south, so probably northern hemisphere. I kind of like that, like Macau. Could it be Macau? I feel like they kind of have like, yeah, this kind of thing here. I guess if we were like, I don't know, if we were here or something like that. I'm not really sure, but that's the best thing I can think of. South Africa, surely not. The Gen 2 is interesting, so that's why I'm going to go Macau. Let's see if I'm right. No, not at all. This was Gen 2 in Tel Aviv, so definitely a tough round. And of course, Ocean to the west, and I still managed to click with Ocean to the east. So, yeah, again, another fail. But definitely, well, that one wasn't really rural. That was more just like nothing on the screen. So this one's some really bad Gen 2, so I'm thinking of Germany for this one. Otherwise, Luxembourg, one of those two. I think they're the ones with the really bad Gen 2. Of course, it could be like Netherlands or Belgium as well. But yeah, I think that would make sense with this kind of vegetation. If we're Germany, why don't we go somewhere in the rural area here? Would make sense. There's just the most coverage over there, so let's see if we're at. And okay, we are over the border in Netherlands, as I said. That's also the good thing about guessing in the rural area is that you're also pretty close to the Netherlands, so that's a good start. No country streak, but still fine. Interesting pole. Not really sure what that marking would tell us. Very flat. Is this South Korea? I feel like these buildings in the background kind of look Asian to me. Not really sure about this pole marking, a little bit of red and white, or orange and white, but yeah, I feel like these buildings in the background look more Korean than anything. Possibly a really flat Taiwan as well, but yeah, I mean, both countries are so, like, hilly. We'd have to be in somewhere like this, right? Or somewhere over here like this. Even there's quite a lot of mountains, so it's hard to say about Korea here, but I feel like it's the most likely. Other than that, Taiwan is also possible. But yeah, it doesn't feel super tropical. And okay, we were in Israel. It did cross my mind, I think, but I just got the feeling that the buildings looked more Korean in the background, so I guess we'll restart again. We're just trying to get a seed like we did in the first one. That's not impossible. I like this map, though. It's good fun. So we've got some rock walls here. Definitely interesting, like, coverage. I don't really know what season we're in, but these are all dried up. I think Spain. I think Spain is most likely here. Can't really see that poll. Spain or France or Portugal. Could even be Portugal, to be honest. This looks like a Black Generation 4 car, but I'm not really sure what the meta is there. So yeah, I think I'll just go like Eastern Portugal here and hope for the best. Let's see. Probably Spain. Oh no, okay, so we're in Italy on Sardinia. So 2.3k. I didn't know that there was Gen 4 over there. Well, maybe I did, but I'd forgotten. So yeah, it's a decent start. I guess we'll keep that score. Winter coverage out in the middle of nowhere. This one's definitely tough. Alaska. I'm thinking of Alaska off the bat here. We got like these snow poles, which you might see in the US. These look like American bollards, actually. So definitely thinking of like Alaska. We're going north to south. So maybe this road that leads up towards where does it go to? I think it's this one, Prudhoe Bay. I think that's where it goes. So maybe we're on this road headed up this direction. But it seems like we do see mountains in the distance, perhaps. Not really sure. And also we see a settlement soon as well. So I guess we could just be going like this. We could just be going like that. That's the best thing I can think of. Otherwise, it's probably somewhere else in Alaska, I think. Ooh, nice. 3.4 kilometers away. That is pretty sick. You can't lie. That's a good guess. There was literally no clues, but I just remember seeing something like that once. So this one's interesting. These bollards, can't quite remember. Generation 2, huh? Could this be more bait Generation 2 in Israel? Looks more like looks more like Mexico to me. Looks like old Generation 2 from Mexico. But yeah, I don't know. This one's definitely tough. All these like red and white poles are kind of throwing me off. But I guess if we're in Mexico, somewhere like deep in the desert, like over here perhaps. We see hills, but no real mountains, so maybe not quite there. Okay, so over here, there's more kind of hill coverage. I don't know, I think it's Mexico, but can't really think of anything better than this. Could be US as well. And wow, this was South Africa. Okay, that does make sense. But yeah, not fantastic, regardless. It's so close to Namibia as well. Yeah, definitely urban and diverse for that one. This one is back to another interesting one. Green hills that are bare. And this big rock wall is very curious indeed. So what do I think here? I would say Turkey is an option here. Maybe even Albania again. Mongolia Could be Mongolia. That would be a strange Mongolia for sure. Russia? Could also be Russia for sure. This kind of infrastructure here makes me think more of Europe, though, perhaps. So, maybe even Italy. Why did I say first for... I don't know. I just don't... These kind of, like, fair hills. Maybe over here. Okay, South... Lesotho. What is that rock wall doing there? It's like a big dam or something. Okay, that was truly a hard round. That was truly a hard round. In hindsight, it makes sense, but at the time, it just did not cross my mind whatsoever. Dirt road here. Kind of rolling hills. I'm thinking of Denmark here. I can't lie. I'm thinking of Denmark. Kind of red house in the background, so maybe even Sweden. I think northern Denmark here. Let's go for that. I think I like that. Where is this going to be? Okay, it is Denmark. Further south, on an island, so very rural there, but still a good score. So 11,700, bit of a step back from our first seed, but a really nice guess there. Very, very pleased with that. And so let's get at it again. I'm enjoying myself. What do you guys think of this map? I'll link it in the description, and you guys can give it a go here. This is interesting blur here, very round. What are these cars doing? Could this be northern Israel again? I think that might be a yellow plate. I can't quite make it out. I'd love to zoom, but I think it might be a yellow plate. I think I have seen similar coverage to this, you know, right up here in this kind of like this kind of, what would you say, like the demilitarized zone around here. So I think that's what I like best. There's also kind of these hills around here as well. National Park. Yeah, so maybe we're in the Nimrod National Park here. That's the best thing I can think of. Otherwise, UAE? Does UAE have anything like this? I don't know. Let's see. Okay, it was Israel, further south, but still a country streak, so that's nice, at least. Okay, we're on 2 now, that's good. This one feels like... Ooh, interesting. The poor road quality is certainly curious. I was initially thinking Russia. I was initially thinking Russia in this area here, but the longer I look at it, the more I kind of like Alps. So, yeah, White House over here. These don't really particularly look... Russian to me, these two houses, so I think I want to switch my guess over to like Austria near Liechtenstein or something like that, like over here. I feel like that would make sense. I feel like also he likes to pick rounds in the extremities, so I'm going to click all the way over in Austria here. And this one was in France. Okay, so other side of the Alps, still a decent score though, even though we lose our country streak. This one, double yellow lines, and what looked to be like the Thai/Indonesian bollards. The fact that it's double yellow lines is tough though, because generally speaking, Indonesia does not use double yellow. So perhaps this is going to be Thailand, but I'm not really sure where I'd put it in Thailand. Maybe somewhere way up north. I don't really know, but it could be southern as well. You guys know Thailand is not really one of my strong suits. Looking at these poles, they could be Thai. They do look concrete, but I can't tell if they're actually Thai poles or not. Laos as well maybe uses these. That's possible. Apart from that, I don't think it's going to be Malaysia or something. Okay, this was Cambodia, over the border. So, interesting. Those Thai bollards, never seen those in Cambodia. We still pull a decent score, though. Next one feels like USA. I mean, it definitely feels like USA more than, like, Romania or something like that. But it could be Romania with all these pines. These big rocks. So, if I were, like, off the bat, I would just say, like, something like, what is it, Idaho and Wyoming. That's where Yellowstone is. So I was thinking something like Yellowstone, but this could be Europe as well, you know. And there's nothing I can really say that like could sway me one way or the other here. Like there's really not much going on. There's the rocks, but again, the rocks look pretty neutral, and the trees also look quite. I mean, it could easily be Romania here. I think I have to stick with my guns here, but we'll see. Let's see. Okay. So it was California. Okay, so in Sequoia National Forest, so pretty nice looking place, and we're still pulling scores here, so this one will be our best score regardless of what happens. This one looks like Dutch countryside to me, perhaps. This building could be like Belgian or Dutch. This is a really cool like plantation. Look how neatly those plants are planted. That's pretty cool. Red roofs. Okay, so maybe even like northern France here rather than Belgium. I'm just thinking because this has to be rural. Belgium pretty built up. Maybe this like kind of area in France over here where they do kind of use these brick buildings more. The red roofs remind me more of France. That's why I want to go over that direction. But yeah, it could be Belgium, could be Netherlands, could even be Denmark. To be honest, it could definitely be Denmark. I think I've seen that kind of style of house there. Let's see anyway. Okay, this one was actually Netherlands. So we end up with 19,003 at 34. So that's a really nice score. I mean, given the difficulty of these rounds, we still got only two countries correct. We missed Thailand, France, and Netherlands, but still a good effort. And we're on a one country streak, so let's see if we can improve that. Yeah, definitely a fan of this map for sure. Okay, so we've got a church here. 1913, anno 1913, so that's when it was established. So this one should be Greenland or Svalbard. Greenland or Svalbard, interesting. So 1913 might make me think more of Svalbard. This also kind of looks like a Scandinavian kind of church. I don't really know, but that would be my hunch. This building over here is also kind of like, maybe feels more Svalbard to me, so I'm just gotta think. So this is where most of the coverage is here, so maybe if we're down this road or something like that. I don't really know how far the coverage stretches. Otherwise, I think there's more over here, so maybe, yeah, maybe this. I think I want to go over there instead. Let's see. And whoa, this was South Georgia and the South Sandwich Islands. Okay, that makes sense. I thought it looked like a Scandinavian church though, so that's British territory there. So I guess we'll start this one again. Not a good guess, but but definitely tough. I didn't know there was official there either, official coverage. So look at all this Gen 4 glitch over here. That's pretty cool. Regardless, should be. I'm feeling like a Kentucky or West Virginia, maybe where these three states meet, something like that. We'll see. Okay, France. Wow. So yeah, that was just a forest, you know, pretty generic. Don't know if I was going to be able to get that properly. Single yellow line here. So once again, I'm thinking of Korea. Is Korea possible here? They're big mountains though, so I'm just trying to think of other single yellow line countries. This shouldn't be too hard. So I don't think it's Canada. Somewhere in Indonesia? No, I don't think Indonesia, to be honest. Thailand is possible though. So that truck seems to be driving right hand side of the road. We've kind of got some like red soil. Could it be Albania? I feel like Albania has like that kind of coverage, also sometimes yellow lines. Oh my goodness, what an insane guess, because I've never had the actual Albania yellow lines, but I've heard people talking about it, and there we go. We actually came across some Albanian yellow lines, and just the more I looked at it, the more I was like, this just does not fit for South Korea. So that's a nice guess right there. Okay, more Gen 2. Feels like Rocky Mountains to me, like very like glacial kind of river here. Oh, that's a European sign over there. So got to switch up our thoughts. Generation 2 in the Alps, huh? So perhaps. Ooh, where is this going to be? 23 seconds left. A-frame poles over here. Okay. Well, I'll just put this here in Italy for now. Switzerland, I can't remember if Switzerland, I don't think it has a Generation 2, or not much anyway. So I think Italy probably makes the most sense here. Maybe further this direction. It kind of looks more like the French side, I think. So maybe I'll even guess over in the French half, just because I feel like they have more Gen 2 there, but let's see. Ooh, nice. Okay, this was Switzerland, bit of Gen 2 Switzerland, quite rare, I think. We're over the border, so still a good guess. Okay, looking down on a big cove here. Maybe like Sardinia again. Maybe even Greek islands this time. Not really sure about this blue filled in sign, but maybe Greek islands would make sense with the Gen 4 here. So if we're kind of looking out over here to our east, so maybe something like this. If we're looking here, what are these islands looking like? Yeah, so could certainly be something like that. We need quite a few small islands here, so just trying to find something that remotely fits here. I can't really find one where we'd see enough islands in near proximity. So what about this? Okay. Oh man, it's Palma. So yeah, I don't really know if I could have done better there. I'm not too familiar with that part of the world. The islands always screw me up, and yeah, I'm sure like if you're from that part of the world, that would be an easy round, but as for me, not so easy. And wow, this one's not very well angled. It's super hilly, but I'm wondering if this sounds like between Canada and like Finland for me actually. The trees are quite thin, so it should be far north. And just the fact that it's so hilly means like we're probably on the Swedish border or something like that if we are in Finland. Alternatively, where in Canada would this be? This could be like a strange like one of the maritime provinces or something like that. So, I kind of like here best. I don't really know where to go here, but let's just go for that. And okay, this was Canada. Not maritime at all, though. This was in some of the hills in southern Saskatchewan. So definitely a tough round. So I'll try and remember that for next time. But yeah, by no means easy. And I've actually exited out of that one. We could have continued for that seed, but that's okay. Next one is super thin trees, feeling like Philippines or Indonesia or maybe even Mexico. I'm just gonna go for one here. I feel like Philippines was my first thought. Actually, kind of feeling of like a bit of like Sumatra or like something like that. I don't know. Let's go for that. Okay, this one was in Réunion again. That's a super tough round. Did not know about that trekker. Just a little bit of a hike trail there, but yeah, super tough. Réunion is cool though because it's got pretty good coverage. Here we are in a forest again. Ooh, like this one could easily be like rural Netherlands to me. So let's see about that. Okay, this one was Luxembourg, rural Luxembourg, so 4.3k. Very red soil here. I think this one is going to be Eswatini though. Okay, we do have a yellow line on the outside, so yeah, Eswatini for sure. Kind of going north to south. Feels like we probably are near Mbabane, but yeah, not really too sure about that. Let's go on this road here. Nice, so a little bit further north, but 16 kilometers away is good. Oh wow, this one's crazy. Looking down on some massive mountains, and look at this city down here, so this one should be gettable. I'm sure a lot of people know this just by looking, but yeah, seems like we have a bay here before a big city. It feels like a fairly cold climate, so I was initially like even thinking Brazil, but no, this should be Europe. So where would we like be hiking down? Maybe like here, looking. It's over to our north though, so this one should be so gettable, but I'm just not really sure. So maybe even Switzerland here. So maybe if we're up here, would that make sense? I feel like that at least somewhat makes sense. I do think we're going to be on like one of these big ones here. Maybe even up on the mountains here for Zurich. Okay, further south. We are in Switzerland, but further south. And so we were looking down on Locarno. Feeling a bit of an Italian name there in the Italian section of Switzerland, but still good. And we're on track for a good score here. Generation 2. We got some ferns. Okay, I'm thinking New Zealand for this one, actually. Would that be silly? No, I don't think these are actually New Zealand ferns, actually. The more I look at it, the less I'm convinced. But now I have to come up with a second guess. Mexico? No. Singapore? No. Where is this? Australia? No. Ooh, where is this? USA? I don't know. Generation 2. I guess I just have to go northern New Zealand like I kind of like hinted at the start, because that's the only thing I can think of here. South Africa. Okay. So right in the south, South Africa gets super baity as soon as you cross these mountains and you enter some like Gen 2 forest. It's just impossible. But you can see I was at least on the right latitude, so that's one redeeming factor there. And this one, white outside lines. So I was initially thinking maybe Israel, but maybe Turkey instead. Southern Turkey. Seems to be driving right hand side of the road, so that would fit. Some like metal poles as well. So yeah, I kind of like Turkey best here, I think. Let's see that. Okay, Albania, wow. And this is just down the road from where we had this yellow line over here, but this one's over here. Okay, interesting. So 16k. We pull some good guesses there for sure. Let me see how long I've been recording for. 23 minutes. Let's do one more seed. Let's do one more seed here, and get a good score hopefully. So this one, yellow outside lines. Feels like just Tel Aviv. Feels like just Tel Aviv to me. I can't really think of anywhere else. That's good. So let's go there. And it's a little bit further north, over towards Haifa, but still a good score. Next one, red car. Interestingly, red car. I mean, obviously red car for Australia and Ukraine, but trying to think, like, sometimes you get it in, like, Belgium, I think. I think Belgium sometimes has red car. I'm just trying to think, like, Belgium or Netherlands or something like that. I like Belgium here anyway, like southern Belgium. Would that make sense? Okay, it was Belgium. Nice. I remembered that correctly. So we're on track for a great score here. Oh, no. Rocky coverage. India or, like, no, not India, but, like, not Mozambique, Madagascar, perhaps? Is there Madagascar tracker like this? Otherwise, just somewhere in Europe. Southern Europe somewhere. Do I like it? No, no. I think I like Croatia? Does Croatia have tracker like this? I don't really know, but I feel like I'll just go for Croatia here. Okay, it was actually near Haifa again, so that round is so hard. This one should just be Ghana, out coastal probably, or like somewhere over here. Some like random coverage over here, I'd say. Let's see. Oh wow, it was the Sri Lanka car. Super baity because like more of it was showing than normal. I don't know, I was just going quick. Last round of the video, in the middle of the forest again. This time I like dirt road. I like Slovenia this time. Let's see if Slovenia works. Kind of like Slovenia for that one. Okay, actually ends up being Albania again. So there's lots of like tricky Albanian coverage in this map. I'll have to remember that for next time. Anyway, 14,000. So I think the goal for the next video will be to get 20k, which I think is well possible. So let's see what I actually got. My best was 19k, so 20k is the goal for next time, guys. Hope you guys all enjoy the video, and I'll be back for another one soon. Look at these guys, maybe even getting 20k, 24k with NMPZ, so it is possible, just need the right seed. Stay tuned, we'll try and get like 22 actually, that'll be the goal for the next video. I do think it's possible, just need to grind it out a bit. Anyway, thanks for watching, I'll see you guys in a video soon, bye bye.